And we're back in.
We're back in. Back in like nothing happened. Carson is walking around.
Entire episode standing up, baby.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
Okay. What's this song called again?
Reinventing the Wheel to Run Myself Over.
Oh, hey, we're doing it out of order this time. Welcome back to This Ain't a Scene, It's a Podcast. I'm one of your hosts.
In light of this song. Do you like it?
Yeah, that was sick.
Here, put the mic up. So put the
Yeah,
mic
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Put the mic up to my posse jump so we can maybe get some like wind
Yeah,
noise.
yeah. It's so fast that it'll pick it up. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect.
How was that? Was it good?
Yeah, that works.
All right.
That was good.
We're gonna have to play it back a few times, but
Yeah. We can like enhance it and post
sure.
and all that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
It's definitely an epic jump.
Thanks, dude.
Reinventing the wheel to run myself over, and we are reinventing the order in which we do things on this podcast. Welcome
That's right,
back
baby.
to This Ain't a Scene, It's a Podcast.
So we're gonna introduce ourselves last.
That's Carson, he, him pronouns.
That's Dawson, he, him pronouns.
Yep. And can you tell that this is the fourth episode we've recorded today?
I think they can.
Are you guys aware?
This is a new. I'm just trying to change things up.
Yeah.
And stand maybe directly behind you.
Then you would pick up on my mic as well.
Why would you think that?
It'd be double the whole time. I think the theme for this episode for Carson is domestic terrorism.
It's something like that.
Which Carson has picked up a drumstick and is now wielding it.
Tell them which song we're doing, Dawson.
We already said it, but Carson dropped the drumstick.
Shut up.
It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Shut the fuck up.
It's Reinventing the Wheel to Run Myself Over, and here's a snippet of it.
Here's a snippet of it.
And it's over.
We let it go for longer that time.
Maybe.
For maybe the shortest song that they have that we've done, other than the
How
Pax
long?
Am Day stuff.
How long is this song?
2 minutes, 21 seconds.
Wow. Carson just threw
That was cool,
the
wasn't it?
drumstick so hard on the ground that his charm bracelet fell off, which was kind of impressive. Couldn't do it again.
Could you imagine if that whipped back and hit me in the eye?
That would have been fucked
Like
up.
in the fake dinosaur bones video where I get one in my eye?
That would
Just a little inside lore for you.
Just a little Dow Boys inside lore for you.
Yeah, no big deal, dude.
You're not aware, of
I play in a band called the Callous Cowboys, and I leave for tour tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got back from tour Saturday at 9 a.m.
Wow.
So,
Isn't it crazy? Time dilation. I think we've talked about this before.
what do you mean?
Time dilation.
What's crazy about it? Fuck, I sat down. Sorry, I'm back up now.
It never happened. All right, you get a mulligan.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about it is, for our dear listeners, it's been 3 weeks. But for us,
Sure.
it's been
Yeah.
like 5 hours, maybe.
It's kind of like how, if a woman carries a pregnancy term, like fully 9 months, but a different woman is like 7 months pregnant, and like the baby comes 2 months early, right? Like,
Does this happen a lot?
I'm just a hypothetical scenario.
Oh, okay.
Another woman who is 7 months pregnant, has her baby before the woman who's almost 9 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Her baby, the 7-month-old, has existed for shorter than the 9-month-old baby.
Mm-hmm. But they're both born on the same day.
Yes.
Mm.
They're the same age.
You Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
Wow. It's nice to meet you.
Carson Christopher Nolan Pace.
That's your full name.
Yeah. Fuck, I almost sat down again.
I saw it about to happen. That's crazy.
Domestic terrorism. Oh, I'm on international terrorism. Let's see how long this mic cable is.
Well, it's a little tied up a little bit,
That'll fix itself.
but it's unfurled. Carson is now in the other room and has closed the door.
What do you think of this? Podcasting from the other room.
I can still hear you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much of the episode do you want to do like this?
I mean, it's really up to you. I'm not standing up.
All right, cool. What do you think of this song?
It's okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not like in love with it. It's kind of, it's not nearly as good as the other "Take This to Your Grave" songs we've done, which we haven't done that many.
For those wondering, I have put the mic cable under the door.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking behind the door now.
Yeah.
Delirium, baby. Well, no, like this one's curious because like for people who ride for the old stuff and like don't really rock with everything after From Under the Cork Tree, I get riding for From Under the Cork Tree as a whole, but writing for this record as a whole, like this is what people are writing for. Is like, I miss when this band sounded like the way pop punk sounded 2 years after this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the state of pop punk was exactly this 2 years after this.
And it's crazy that like pop punk bands latched on to songs like this rather than songs like Dead on Arrival, which are way more interesting.
Yeah, no. And I mean like that, you know, all of this is subjective, like to our tastes and everything, but like I don't think this is anywhere near as good as Dead on Arrival. And obviously, you know, I don't think this is anywhere near as good as anything off Cork Tree, and certainly not anything off of Infinity or Foley.
Yeah.
So
it's not bad either. That's the thing.
No. It's by no means bad.
It's another. It's just straightforward pop punk.
Yeah.
And we both have expressed on this show
not totally our thing.
Our distaste for that kind of thing.
Sure. Preference, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if this is your jam, you're probably
13 years old.
You're probably 13 years old in 2003.
And you got some shitty haircut.
Terrible haircut.
And you got to fix it.
You got to fuck the great clips. All right? Don't go there.
You got to start going to Tony and Guy.
You got to start going someplace that has just the name of a guy.
Yeah.
And it has like that like candy cane looking thing out front.
You got to get your haircut at Sean.
Not even Sean's, just Sean.
Sean, yeah.
You got to get your haircut at
Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm going to Tyler to get my haircut.
It's like, oh, who's Tyler? It's like, oh no, that's a place.
No, that's the name of the place. Everyone in there, funnily enough, is named Kyler.
You can't work there if your name isn't Tyler.
Yeah.
Hiring is a bitch at that place. You'd be surprised how few Tylers can cut hair.
This is kind of crazy because I can't see your reaction to anything I'm saying.
Yeah, for listeners, Carson is still in the other room.
Still behind the door. I am going to make an adjustment and see if I can make it to where you can hear me even less.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to see if that works.
I mean, the way that this set of rooms is built, it's pretty easy to hear you through the wall here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No way, really?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, dude, I'm in like a hilarious position.
Well, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, so why wouldn't I be able to hear you if you could hear me?
Good point, I guess.
I mean, I get that my voice is powerful and resonant and beautiful, but I don't know. I mean, I also have really good hearing.
Dude, I think I'm starting to get like my tinnitus might be getting bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, like I might have to cool the jets a little bit, like on loudness and shit.
I think you should, especially if you're a musician.
I'm really worried about it, dude. Like I'm very, very worried about it.
I mean, if you like cool the jets now and like maybe invest in some higher quality earplugs or monitors that block out more sound, and then
Definitely.
um,
Yeah.
don't have your music turned up all the way.
Oh, but I want to. It was so bad.
I mean, the more that you listen to it not turned up all the way, the easier it is to get used to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't have my music up all the way ever. Like it
Ugh.
is at most like one tick over halfway.
But I love my music up all the way.
It hurts my ears if I do that.
I know, but
And it sounds like it hurts your ears when you do that.
yeah, I know, but it sounds so cool.
They just turn it down.
All right.
This,
That's
is,
fine.
this is a fixable problem.
That's fine.
Chat, if you're out there listening to your music through your earbuds and the volume is all the way up, turn it down.
You don't have to do that.
Listen to me. All right,
No,
turn it
no,
down.
No, here, Dawson can't hear me.
If
Dawson
you don't
can't-
turn it down,
Dawson can't hear me at all right now.
if you you FaceTime me?
Yeah. Let's see how this works.
Wow, awesome. We're FaceTiming each other now. Why it's so dark in there.
It is really dark in here, dude.
Oh man,
Hang
the
on.
delay is crazy.
Yeah, no. Let's make sure we talk super quiet.
I heard that.
Fuck. This is crazy. Okay. Should we talk about the song more?
Yeah, I think so. I,
The delays drive me crazy. I'm hanging up on you.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not rocking with the delay. I wonder how this episode will be to listen to. We're kind of innovating right now.
You know, people have recorded podcasts remotely all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't tried
Remotely in the same
in the same house.
No one's ever tried this before.
I don't think anyone's done this.
I don't know why they would. It's not a very intuitive idea. It's like, I know we're both here together, but what if I went somewhere else? I didn't leave the house, right? But what if I walked away?
That's not. I mean, see how is your mic cable not as long?
Oh, not at all.
Damn. All right. Well, that stinks.
Yeah, I can't join you in the room.
I hate that.
You are in possession of a treasure I cannot reach.
Oh, dude, you don't know what it's like in here.
I don't. I mean, I've been in that room before, but I mean, in this present moment, I've forgotten all of its features. I don't know what's in there.
It's pretty barren. Like, there's nothing going on in here, really,
Mm.
other than it's dark, and my nose is stuffed.
Why is that? Is your nose being stuffed like
Part of the
contingent
room?
on the room
Yes.
you're in? Oh, okay. That sucks.
Yeah,
I don't want to go in there.
it's the stuffy nose room.
I don't like my nose being stuffed, personally.
All right, pull up the lyrics on your phone.
Okay.
Let's talk about those.
Let's talk about those. I don't know how much we're going to have to talk about.
I know that he can't do it by himself. That's for sure.
No, he cannot do it by himself.
One compliment I do want to pay this song is that it is short and it's got a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Reinventing the wheel to run myself over is pretty funny.
I think that's the best line in this song, and it's not in the song.
Yeah.
It's just the title.
Yeah.
I think in the second verse, a failure at everything, 18 going on extinct is pretty good. Because especially when you're young, you often feel like it's like, oh fuck, I'm 17, my life is fucking over. And it's like, okay, man. Just you wait till you're not 17 anymore.
Right, yeah.
So that's
it's
a
mostly
fun.
I can't do it by myself.
Did you know that he can't do it by himself?
I've heard.
I don't know how we can be certain that he can't do it by himself. Maybe if he repeated it a few more times.
Maybe.
That's the other thing. That melody on that line is not compelling enough to be repeated as many times as it is.
And they do it just so many.
So much. Let me count it. 4, 5, 9, 13, 15 if you count the background vocals in the final chorus.
Sure.
That's a lot. It's a lot of times that he can't do it by himself.
To just be not being able to do it by himself.
It's a lot of times.
All right, so Reinventing the Wheel to Run Myself Over is a much quicker song than those on the rest of the album. Most of the lyrics and the title were written by Patrick Stump. Well, that explains some stuff.
That does explain it. I don't think
the end
he
of
really
the song
had the
features a
sauce
scream
yet.
to prove myself, followed by laughter. This was the result of the band's friendship with Plain White T's drummer Damar Hamilton, who recorded this final line.
Remember the Plain White Tees? Holy crap.
Brother. What are they up to?
Hey There Delilah, man. They released an album last year?
Of course they did.
It's self-titled? That's bold.
I like the album cover for it. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. That is a plain white tee.
Yeah. I wish they would acknowledge my amazing tweet.
What was your tweet?
It's okay. You know, the one.
The one?
Yeah.
You know how many tweets I've seen?
You know what? Fair. I'm not going to bring it up again.
Okay. What am I going to do about that?
I don't know. So Hey There Delilah came out in 2005.
That doesn't sound right. That feels
It
feels like
didn't
that
get
song
big
should be
until-
older.
You know what? No more talking about this song. We're talking about Hey There Delilah.
Okay.
Surprise Hey There Delilah episode.
Surprise. It's about Hey There Delilah.
Wikipedia.com. Shut up. Hey There Delilah.
Wikipedia.com.
See, when we're only doing one episode a week, I don't get like this, you know?
Yeah. When we don't have to backlog, we're a lot more composed and normal,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But when we have to backlog, sometimes Carson ends up in the other room. Are you sitting down in there?
Yeah.
I thought this was a no sitting down episode.
I'm actually laying down, so technically
You're
I
laying
haven't.
down. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, can you believe that Carson is not a man of his word?
Okay.
Can you believe that Carson is a
Oh, this is a
fucking
weird
liar?
situation. Get a load of this.
I can say whatever I want.
Hey There
You
Delilah
can't
is a
hear me.
song by American pop rock band Plain White T's, released on May 9th, 2006 as an EP from their third studio album, All That We Needed. The song was later released in 2007 as a single from their fourth studio album, Every Second Counts.
That still feels too late.
I know. I feel like that didn't get popular till like 2008.
Did you know that Girl Tonight You Look So Pretty?
What?
I'm 1,000 miles away. But girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do.
Well, hang on. Let's.
Did you know that? I just wanted to make sure that
Delilah herself has a Wikipedia page.
What?
Dude,
How deep does this go?
this is crazy. The lore here is nuts.
Soon enough, you're going to tell me that the titular plain white tee has a Wikipedia page.
I mean, if you count the band's page, I guess it does. But the song became a sleeper hit, eventually reaching number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in July 2007, which also seems wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like it was later, but whatever. The song was written by frontman Tom Higginson after meeting Delilah Di Crescenzo, a nationally ranked American steeplechase and cross-country runner, through a mutual friend around 2002. Higginson stated, "I thought she was the most beautiful girl I had ever seen. I told her, I have a song about you already. Obviously, there was no song, but I thought it was smooth." Di Crescenzo, whatever, however you say her name, turned him down as she was dating somebody at the time, but kept in touch with Higginson. A year later, he had finished the song. About the actual writing, Higginson said, "Because I wasn't with Delilah, I had to imagine if I was with this girl, what would I want to tell her?" In late 2004, Higginson brought Di Crescenzo a disc with the finished song. Di Crescenzo stated she found it difficult to deal with the popularity of a song written about her. "When I'm at the gym, it's playing. When I'm at the pool, it's playing. Part of me wants to scream at the top of my lungs that it's about me. Another part of me wants to cower and say it's not. It was so beautifully written. There was pressure to live up to this ideal. I didn't know how to be polite, but, ditch him."
Damn.
Hey There Delilah is written in the key of D major.
With a tempo of 104 beats per minute in common time.
I don't know what that means at all. Critical reception.
Common time is just 4/4.
Grammy for... Oh, okay. Oh, wow. She went to the Grammys with him.
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's crazy. Imagine you're a girl. First of all,
the band was featured on Sesame Street in 2008 with the song "I'm the Letter T." All right. Is it platinum? Yeah, it's platinum on everything.
Carson,
what?
Have you ever thought about "Hey There Delilah" for as long as this before?
I guess not. But why do you ask?
I don't know.
Do you not know my "Hey There Delilah" thing?
No, I don't.
For real?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're going to read it aloud to the audience. Hang on.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second.
Chat, I could say anything.
Some of the audience
right now. Carson does not.
Some of the audience knows what's going on here.
I don't know what's going on.
I can't wait for you to find out.
The control I have over my vocal cords.
I'm texting it to you now.
He can't hear a goddamn thing that I'm saying right now. He thinks that I'm being just plain quiet, But I'm not.
I'm just, just pop that open, will you?
Cardi B thinks this raunchy WAP tweet is hilarious. What does this have to do with "Hey There Delilah"?
Just read it.
You want me to read this whole article? What the hell? Okay. What? Okay.
I deleted my personal Twitter, so it's not there anymore.
This article... This article says, what's plain white tee's "Hey There Delilah" but a lot more R-rated? A Twitter user drew inspiration from Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's thumping new collaboration WAP to answer that question. Carson Glenn Page.
My full legal name.
Sent out a simple tweet over the weekend that read, "Hey there, Delilah, heard you got that wet ass pussy," referring to what WAP actually stands for. The tweet quickly went viral, with more than 63,000 retweets and comments at the time of publication, sharing approval for the racy twist on the otherwise pure 2006 hit. This is on Billboard.com.
Yeah, I know.
Why? Cardi B herself saw the tweet. Wow.
She retweeted it twice.
She thought that shit was so funny.
I know. I made Cardi B laugh a lot, dude.
That's basically second base.
Oh.
2 retweets?
Don't remind me.
Don't remind you.
No, I mean, just like, you know. You know, what could have been, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, lost flames, the agony of love that was never
All right,
realized.
let's talk about something different, yeah?
Huh?
Let's talk about something different, please.
Yeah, for sure. I just,
Why do you think I'm in a different room?
I'm
in here jerking it so right.
This guy's in a different room.
Yeah.
Chat, if you ever had a swing and a miss with Cardi B, comment below. Let us know how deeply you feel the ache. How acutely you are pained by missing out on Cardi B. How much you hate Offset?
Oh, yeah.
How much you hate Offset. All right, let us know in the comments.
I am a little afraid of him, but also, like, you know.
Yeah.
I want your bae, Offset. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think you could kick Offset's ass?
Man, like, hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah.
I think I got a pretty good chance.
Yeah?
Yeah. If weapons are allowed, he definitely owns more than I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, we're losing our minds. This is the most amount of episodes we've recorded in a single day.
It has to be.
I think it definitely is. Before it was 3, now it's 4.
Before it was 3, now it's 4. And we did do an hour and like an hour and a half on Dune.
Yeah.
So. And
other things. Dune has been occupying my mental space since I saw it. It's a fucked up world we live in. Whoa.
You know what it's time to see next?
What?
Your friend Carson again.
Holy shit, Carson.
I'm back, everybody.
Carson is back in the same room as me.
I'm back in.
He's back.
Nobody worry.
Nobody worry.
Everybody chill out.
Audience, I wish you could have seen what I saw. Carson's flung open the door and he's on his knees. He's on his knees fiddling with the mic cable.
It's good to be back in here, man. It was dark in there.
Yeah, this room is very well lit compared to that room.
Yeah, it's like a whole other world in there.
Yeah. I'll never find out. I can't go in there. He's leaving again. Carson is gone once more.
Hang on, I think I can do a better intro,
Yeah. Whoa. I feel like if Craven the Hunter wasn't Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No, I sat down. Okay, all right.
You've been sitting down in there for like 25 minutes.
Laying down.
How different is that?
Very.
You're still like.
Can you sleep sitting?
Yes.
In that chair. You could fall asleep in that chair.
Yeah. 100%. I've fallen asleep and I can't do it right now. You know how long it takes to fall asleep?
Fine. Well, then in that case.
Carson sat down. Chat. We lost.
We did lose.
We lost. But I've fallen asleep in way less comfortable chairs than this.
I feel like I could. If I was tired enough, I could probably fall asleep in this chair.
You know how many times I fell asleep in class in college?
While driving. Oh, Sorry.
I think I've fallen asleep one time while driving. It was the most terrifying experience of my life. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep at the wheel before.
It's not fun.
It's pretty scary.
You wake up and you're like,
one time I was listening to a podcast while doing like a very long drive, and then like all of a sudden I like regained a little more consciousness, and 10 minutes of the podcast had gone by, and I was like, whoa!
Uh-oh!
I was like, oh no! You can't do that.
Chat, make sure you get your rest.
I was like 18.
Do you guys ever think that I'll stop using the word chat to describe a group of people?
Just, yeah.
I don't think it'll ever happen.
It's too fun.
It's too fun. It's so versatile. It's gender neutral.
True.
It can address any group of people, including one person. It's a fourth person pronoun.
Okay.
It's perfect.
It's an animal.
Is it?
No.
It's a band. Chat pile.
True.
Good band.
Bleep this next part out.
Okay. Oh, based. I feel like people may be able to glean what information that is.
No, just bleep that out.
Yeah, I'll bleep that out.
It'll be funny. Be funny. People will be like, what? Chat pile's doing what?
Chat pile is what?
All right. Let's rank this song.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, 6. I
Yeah.
agree. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of
fucking talked about
this
it.
experimental episode of the podcast. I mean, this is not the first time where we barely talked about this. I feel like
That's
we talked
true.
about it a little bit.
That's true. We talked about it as much as we could.
Yeah, considering how much this song has to offer. But thank you so much for listening. If you're still listening, if you're not, go to the other room.
Kill yourself.
In the other room. Follow Carson and I's bands at the Calisdale Boys on Instagram, at Calisdale Boys on Twitter. Follow my band at Bummerhill ATL on Twitter, at Bummerhill on Instagram. Follow the podcast at The Dreaded Wheel on Twitter. Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/The Dreaded Wheel. Yeah, that's everything. Listen to my band's new music, Ladybugs and Have a Nice Life, out now. They're our best songs so far.
I'm so excited.
I don't know how much we will have announced by the time this episode goes up, so I won't say anything.
Hell yeah.
Epic. Let's spin the wheel.
Yes, let's do it.
And then we are free. And then we can live our lives in the same room for... What would you do if you were trapped inside the body of a snail for 10,000 years, but then at the end of the 10,000 years, you snapped right back to where you were before you got snapped into the body of a snail for 10,000 years?
I think I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a big deal.
Well, you had
Wait,
all the
so I was
knowledge.
I was a snail for 10,000 years?
Yeah. So you were a person, and then you were a snail for
10,000
for
years.
10,000 years, and then at the end of the 10,000 years,
Do I like still even know English at this point, or?
you're a snail.
Well, I
But-
would have been a snail longer than I was a human.
Yeah.
So am I more snail than human at that
Well, no,
point?
but you at the end of the 10,000 years, you get snapped back to right before you became a snail, with all of your memories as the snail from the 10,000 years that you were a snail. Would you do it?
What? Why would I say yes to that? Who would accept that?
What if
Who is this question for?
What if you
No, I would not do that.
You wouldn't, man. That's crazy.
I thought you were saying it forcibly happened to me.
No, would you do it?
No.
Why not?
How in the fuck would I survive as a snail for 10,000 years?
Well, like if you're just like I mean, obviously, with the parameters of the question, you would be like an immortal snail for 10,000 years.
Okay. How big am I?
You're just a snail. You're not like that big.
Fuck.
You're not like a big snail. You're just like a normal snail. For
And I'm
10
immortal?
for 10,000 years.
So technically I could fuck some shit up if I'm immortal.
As a snail? Like, what are you going to do?
Chase people?
You're a snail. You're not that fast.
I'll catch them eventually. If I'm immortal.
Yeah, I guess if you're
You're
immortal.
saying I'm like basically the It Follows monster, but a snail.
Kind of. But I mean, you can't, it's not like you can do anything. You're a snail. You just live for 10,000 years and then you snap back to.
Yeah, but if I'm chasing somebody and they fall asleep and then they wake up with my snail ass on them.
Then they pick you up and they put you outside.
I guess.
You have to do it all over again.
I guess. But wouldn't they be like, what if I did it to Julius Caesar? I'm locking my phone and putting the wheel away for a second. We're gonna figure this out.
Okay, well, Julius Caesar is dead. First of all,
10,000 years ago.
No, it's 10,000 years starting now. 10,000 years go by. Snap back. You're Carson again. With all of
No,
your
I don't
memories
like
as a
this.
snail.
No,
Why not?
We're using my headcanon.
What? No, I made up the question. You have to.
Okay, well, can we use my headcanon for the example?
What's your okay?
And then we can talk about something else.
Okay.
And then we can go into your headcanon and explore your stupid thing.
Okay. I feel like that was unwarranted.
No,
but.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry. You're my friend and I love you. Okay. Like let's say I chase Julius Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to step on me with his fucking stupid sandal.
Mm-hmm. That's a
I'm
nice
an immortal
catch.
snail. Thank you. I caught my phone as it was sliding off my leg, everybody. I'm an immortal snail.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Caesar can't step on me.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds to me like he'd be impressed. And I keep chasing him. Eventually, he has to go to bed. And eventually, I do catch up to him as a small immortal snail.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm immortal, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't think anybody had shoe boxes back then. So ain't nobody trapping me in a damn shoe box.
I feel like they had other receptacles that they could put you in.
Now, let's say I know the day when Julius Caesar's getting murdered.
Uh-huh.
Let's just,
Well, because you know that now, right? What's the exact day that Julius Caesar got murdered?
April 20th, 1969?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, let's say I know the day. Okay. I'm a snail spy in ancient Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just
a snail spy.
Yeah.
An
So
immortal
I
10,000
know
year
when
spy.
Brutus is planning to kill him, right?
Mm-hmm. You can tell by his body cues.
Of course, yes. So maybe like the day that Julius Caesar is going to be assassinated, I just kind of stand in the doorway, and he's like, "Get out of here, little guy!" And I won't budge. I won't budge, and maybe he'll take that as a sign to stay inside that day, and I change history forever as a snail.
Gotcha. So
okay, so back to your headcanon.
So a couple things.
Okay.
One, the concept of boxes was not invented with shoe boxes. I feel like they could probably still trap you in something.
Why would they do that?
Well, because they can't kill you.
But okay.
They put you in a. They put you.
You're saying Brutus catches me spying.
He's a very
as
shrewd
a snail.
man. He conspired with like 8 of his friends to stab a guy 23 times.
I'm a snail.
Yeah.
I'm so small. You said yourself, I'm so small.
You are so small.
And I can't fuck anyone other than snails my size. Which, forgive me, I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a person-sized snail, and I was immortal, sure, at some point, there's some lady throughout history who's like, yes, But
I want to fuck that big snail.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely, Dawson. That's what they say. I want to fuck that big snail.
Yeah.
And then I do.
Yeah.
But alas, I am a little snail.
Mm-hmm. Very small.
Who can't fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I will be spine. And at that point, I will be so good at it.
So does that mean if one day you got your dick cut off, you would become a world-renowned spy?
No, I'm not the size of a snail. If I got my dick cut off and I was the size of a snail, yes.
I'm just saying, like, in this binary of
people who can fuck and people who can't.
People who can fuck and people who are spies. Because those are distinct. James Bond is not true.
If I lost my dick, I would get huge fake tits. And also be a spy.
And the size of a snail.
And the size of a snail.
Okay. Why do you want to prevent Julius Caesar's assassination?
Because I want to see how it changes history, man.
Well, I feel like you'd have to do a lot more work than standing in a doorway
to prevent Julius Caesar from being killed?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not like...
Well, maybe, because he was stabbed in a meeting, right? He didn't have his guards. If he just stays in, and Brutus goes to kill him that way, you know, maybe Caesar's security can stop his ass.
Why would they stop Caesar's friend?
Because there's a snail in the doorway.
Is it? That's the classic symbol. Something is going wrong. There's a snail in doorway.
Dude, duh. I'm going to establish myself as a symbol through history. If I get to go back 2,000 years, guess whose snail ass is on the cross with Jesus? Mine. My astute snail ass.
Are they going to nail you to the cross like they did Jesus?
No.
You're just going to be there?
I'm going to slink up the cross with my slimy snail ass. I'm going to be hanging out on the crossbar with Jesus.
And everyone's going to be like, holy shit, there was a snail up there, too.
Yes. You don't think that's going to get documented?
Life finds a way.
And then maybe, the snail is sort of a foreboding creature.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever the snail appears, that's, supposed to be sort of like, take heed, like a black cat sort of, except in my case, a tiny snail who can't fuck.
If a tiny snail who can't fuck appears in front of you, it means you're going to get crucified.
Bad things are going to happen. That's all.
Bad things are going to happen.
So maybe if I'm a little snail
who can't fuck
in Caesar's doorway.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe he takes heed.
Maybe
he goes, they're going to do my ass like Jesus.
They're going to crucify me.
They're going to crucify me like they did Christ.
Damn. I hadn't thought about it like that.
But if I live 10,000 years into the future as a snail, I don't know what I do. I guess try and fuck. I don't know. Continue to spy. Get on planes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Win friends, influence people. I don't fucking know, dude.
Become the most charismatic snail ever made.
I don't know why I thought you were saying I become a snail 10,000 years ago and live for 10,000 years.
No. It's like you start now, 10,000 years go by, you're a snail, you snap back, you're Carson, but you have 10,000 years of snail memories.
I would hate. Do I think like me still?
Yeah.
I'm just in a small snail's body.
You're just a snail.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably do that.
For 10,000 years?
Is this happening for real? Is that what you're asking me about?
I can't. I can't talk about that.
As long as I eventually get to go do this tour.
Yeah, I mean, well, you.
I live for 10,000 years as a snail.
For all I know, you could have just done it just now. Like that's how it would work.
For all I know, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd have 10,000 years. So you would know.
Of course.
You would start like going insane and be like, "Holy fuck! I have 10,000 years of snail memories now."
What would you do? Because I know what I would do if it was live from this point on to 10,000 years in the future.
I wouldn't do it. Yeah, why the hell?
The red carpet.
Why the hell would I do that? I already did it. We just got to spin the wheel now.
I hate you.
That just doesn't seem like a good time to me. Don't know why I would do
I just
that.
gave you a full explanation of what I do as a tiny snail.
Hey, gay son or thought daughter?
Dude,
Spin that damn wheel.
did you see the clip of America Ferrera being asked that? She's like, no, that's horrible.
Neither.
She's like, no, that's awful.
Why would someone ask her that? What the fuck are they thinking?
Some TikToker.
Oh,
like,
awesome.
I would love to be like, America Ferrera. If tomorrow,
If from this second on to 10,000 years you were a snail, and then you snap back to reality with 10,000 years of snail memories, would you do it? Would you do it, America Ferrera?
Sean Evans.
Also, gay son or thought daughter.
Sean Evans in the hot seat, or in the hot one seat, just being like, so, 50 Cent.
The way you said 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
So, Mr. Cent. All right, I'm spinning the wheel.
All right.
Enough about this snail.
All right.
Here we go.
What song is it? I would rather live 10,000 years as a snail than talk about this song.
The song we got is Missing You.
I'm picking the snail.
I'm just saying, John Wilkes Booth cocks his gun.
Mm-hmm. That's Lincoln.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure, because Lee Harvey Oswald was the guy we were talking about.
Yeah. I'll get there.
Okay.
Get there. John Wilkes Booth cocks his gun.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting ready to shoot Lincoln, and then he notices on his gun,
there's the snail of legend
this,
that was there when Jesus was
foreboding
crucified.
snail.
Something very bad is going to happen
And he
to you,
turns the
John.
gun on himself.
And he kills himself.
And Abraham Lincoln's like, oh my God, the brother of that guy that saved my son just killed himself behind me.
Holy crap. And no one notices the tiny snail
No, everyone
crawling
does.
away.
To further verify,
Establish the legend.
Establish the lore of the snail.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe
Exactly.
before JFK gets in his joins the motorcade,
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of sit on the edge of the convertible.
Mm.
But he just looks at me and goes, I know. And he sits down and he lets it happen.
Holy crap.
And I've prevented nothing. My entire goal.
His head just did that. He knew it was going to do that.
How dare you joke about such a great man?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So let's talk about what do you think JFK would do if he was a
So
snail for
Muhammad
10,000 years?
Muhammad Atta is getting ready to fly into the Twin Towers.
Uh-huh.
And then
Why do you know his name?
I know everything there is to know about 9/11.
Oh, okay.
And he looks down at his control stick of the 747. He's flying into the Twin Towers.
Uh-huh.
And what does he see?
She's a tiny snail.
He sees a tiny snail. That's right.
And then he diverts the plane.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
He lands it.
He lands it. He lands it on top of the West Tower.
There was no West Tower.
I don't.
There's
You know, I
North
made a
and South
guess.
Tower.
I made a guess.
No, he lands it at LaGuardia Airport, and he turns himself in. And who's on his handcuffs? Me.
The tiny snail.
The tiny snail. That's right.
The snail of legend has returned.
I'm trying to think of more examples of things I could prevent as a tiny snail.
Oppenheimer
Mm.
starts getting the idea for splitting the atom.
What does he see on Florence Pugh's beautiful breasts?
She's a tiny snail.
That's right. Who can't
goes-
fuck? He would very much like to right now.
This snail can get down. My mom is calling me.
That's awesome. Can you ask her the question?
Hello. No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm recording with Carson right now. Huh? That's crazy. I don't know how that happened.
I'll be right back. Keep going. Jack, give me 1 second.
What was the event? I completely forgot about that order. I guess I gotta go get it. That's crazy. Well, all right.
I have to ask Sam the question. You'll see it in a minute. Okay. We meant to end the podcast, but we've been on this for like 20 minutes now. I think we've been talking about this more than we've been talking about the actual song. So,
oh my goodness, that's crazy.
This is sort of an experimental podcast episode.
Hey, Mom. I gotta hang up real quick, but I just have a quick question for you. What would you do? So, all right. So, say that from this second on, for 10,000 years, you become a tiny little snail, and then you live those 10,000 years as the tiny little snail, and then at the end of those 10,000 years, you're snapped back to where you are right now with 10,000 years of snail memories. Would you do it?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Love you.
I love you.
That's awesome.
I appreciate the definitive answer. There's no hesitation.
No?
Just no.
Wait, is this like a thing that's going around on the internet right now?
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, well,
You were just hang on. You share a mic with Dawson real quick.
sure. Well, I thought it was a permutation of the classic bit, which was if you it started as I'll give you $10 million, but you're going to be chased by a snail for the rest of your life, and if that snail touches you, you die.
Oh, this is way different.
And
This
then
is way different,
But then it
yeah.
evolved to you get to be immortal, but there's an immortal snail also chasing you, and if it ever touches you, you die. But this is an interesting twist on this, and we're going new. There's new ground being broken in the snail hypothetical.
In the snail hypothetical community, yeah, that's right.
So
yeah.
it comes to answer the question. I really have one key thing. Would I have the would I have the brain capacity of a snail for those 10,000 years, or would I?
We've discussed this.
human?
You are your brain, but a snail.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds like hell. That sounds like absolute hell.
Okay.
So no.
Well, all right. Well, hang on. For 10,000 years in the future, yes, it does suck. But imagine you go 10,000 years in the past and you live up until this point, and then at this point you turn back into yourself.
No, you're not understanding that.
No. Because hang on. I was saying, I established myself, me, the small snail, who can't fuck, we've decided.
Yeah.
I mean, we can fuck other snails.
They
but,
can
like,
asexually reproduce too, so be careful.
Be careful.
be careful.
You could get yourself pregnant, is what I'm saying, as the snail.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. That sounds hot as fuck.
Are you ready to be Are you ready to spend one of those 10,000 years being a snail dad? I don't know how long snails live, but I can't imagine
either.
very long.
I mean, then I have to watch my children die a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do
And here's
that.
the question.
Okay, hang on.
No. I'll get there. But here's the question: do you think your snail kids would have your human capacity for reasoning or not?
Absolutely not.
I
No.
wouldn't.
Well, that would be even sadder. All right,
So I
continue.
just have to watch these stupid snail children die all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fine. I won't asexually reproduce with myself. All right. Fine. Not the point of it. I'm thinking I established the snail as sort of a mystical creature throughout history. For example, Jesus on the cross. Who's climbed up the cross to be on top of the cross during the crucifixion with him? Me. You know what I'm saying?
Hiking across the ocean as a snail, known salt haters.
Well, you're
Get on a
immortal.
boat. It'll be fine.
I'm
immortal.
What boat is going from Georgia 10,000 years ago to the Middle East? You're gonna...
I see Carson didn't think about this part.
Okay. Well, okay, let's say I turn into a snail tomorrow.
Okay.
10,000 years ago tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm flying to Saudi Arabia tonight.
So
That's still gonna be a
And
long.
I'm finding this Jesus fucking.
It's still gonna be a long. It's gonna be a long crawl there, but but there's more of a chance. You got a chance then.
Yeah. Especially if I have, you know,
10 like you'll
I
have
have like
you got
5,000 years.
8,000 years.
Yeah, I have like 8,000.
I'd want to get there 1,000 years early so I wouldn't miss the line of other time traveling snails, but
Sure. Oh
because
damn.
everyone's gonna be taking this deal,
Everyone
obviously.
had this idea.
Well, hang on though. But what's better than one snail on top of the cross? A million snails on the top of the cross.
They protect Jesus.
So then we were cursed for our sins for eternity. We all go to hell. It's
Can
the
I-
perfect plan.
Yeah,
No. I just
because
established
he
myself.
eventually dies.
No, I just established myself as sort of a mystical type of thing. I don't prevent the crucifixion.
Mhm.
I'm just around for it, and people are like, "What's the deal with these snails?" Right? And then, when Nero's about to burn down Rome, you know,
Now this is a good important question. Do you think Nero is before or after Jesus?
he's after.
Are you sure?
Yes,
All right.
you know I'm right.
But does the audience know?
Do
I
you
don't
know?
I do know.
And I'm right, aren't I?
No.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Shut up. No, Nero's after Jesus.
No, he's pre. There's a lot of Roman history before Jesus. In fact, most of it. Unless you count the Byzantines, but who does?
I don't.
I'm almost 100% positive. It was after
We're verifying this now.
because there was the 5 good emperors, and then there was the ones after that with Nero, and I think that was still pre-Jesus.
See, Carson pulled out his phone to verify that, but
I'm
his
fairly
phone was
certain.
upside down.
But, all right, but while Carson searches, all I'm gonna say is everyone thinks, wow, wouldn't it be cool to be a small little guy? Being
He was after.
He was. I was wrong.
AD 37. He was born 15th of December.
Oh, so it was
4 years after Jesus died.
So it was right. So it was right on that line.
He was right.
He was
after.
on the BC AD line.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
He's riding the line.
What can we trust Sam with now? You know,
I-
basically nothing.
Well, you can trust me on this when I say the thought of being a snail for 10,000 years seems terrifying because being small in general means everything else is bigger.
Oh
Which
yeah,
seems pretty bad. Are you an immortal snail? Are you guaranteed that 10,000 years?
Yeah, you're guaranteed.
All right, but there's still a chance I could have like horrible parasites or like be eaten by a larger animal or something like that and still live.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but you're immortal.
Yeah,
you
but
would still like get shit out by that animal.
I would prefer I would prefer not. To be
Where else are you going to see the inside of an animal?
I would simply choose.
I
not
don't need to do that.
I would simply.
I'm taking
not.
the deal.
You're taking the deal.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't.
You would come back irreversibly changed, and for nothing because it would be a horrible experience, and you would get nowhere and not actually get to any of these situations.
Well, maybe I could figure everything out.
Snails don't see super well, right? So you're gonna have a real you won't even be able to navigate by the stars. The eyesight,
What if you pick the
Well, hang
wrong cross?
on. Dawson,
That's a good point. There's a lot. They crucified a lot of people.
They've crucified 3 people,
What-
including Jesus. That
even
day.
better then. If me, the snail, is on every crucifixion, can you imagine how weird that is?
So you're in 3 places at once.
What? No.
How can you be on
Every time the Romans crucify someone, a
Dude,
snail appears.
That's a full-time job as.
What else am I going to do? I'm an immortal snail.
I'm just saying you're not going to be able to get to all of them.
I
You
don't know.
have to choose.
You didn't have to take the deal.
Also,
I mean,
most of their senses by taste. How are you going to taste a cross in the distance?
I know what I know what wood tastes like.
I know this one is Jesus's.
You
that's our
smell
saviors.
like the Messiah.
This tastes like bread and wine, so I think I'm in the right place.
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
that's not bad. Yeah.
Yes.
So you wouldn't take it?
I would not. Out of
All right, let's
if
say
it
you
was-
have to.
if-
What's your strategy?
if I have to, I'm gonna try to forget I'm a thinking being. I would try to like lose my sense of self.
But then you turn back into Sam.
Yeah, and then I'll wake back,
Eventually.
and I'll wake back up with 10,000 years of white noise and just be more sane than I would be if I was conscious all that time in the snail body.
Damn.
If you're giving me like a vertebrate, like a bird or something, like a fox,
Ooh.
I'll take that deal. I'll
Okay,
take that deal.
all right.
But
all
if
right, fine.
it's got to be something that has like is not like one of the most horrific sounding things to be.
See, I came up with this hypothetical, so I can say no.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling.
Here. Let's see what birds our dungeon master accepts, or let's see what animals our dungeon master accepts.
Well, I only said snail.
I know.
I didn't say
I'd like
anything
to.
about
Can I
birds.
propose a different animal to be for 10,000 years?
No.
Raccoon.
No.
That'd be really good.
Raccoon 2.
That would be really good until the time period where people were crazy about raccoon skins everything. That would be a really bad
Yeah,
time.
that would
period.
be a bad time.
You'd grow it back, but it'd be rough.
Oh man, just getting skinned all the time.
You would be the villain in where the red fern grows.
Damn. Oh, because that dog dies, right?
Yeah, just the dog.
Wait, who else dies in that book?
Remember the guy who fell on an axe trying to kill a raccoon and died? He was like a kid. He was like 14.
Yeah, but that's not a true story. What a stupid asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a true story.
I'm sure someone has fallen on an axe before and died.
Nuh-uh.
Nope.
Now I'm going to pull out my phone. If
You know why they didn't?
Why?
Because there's a snail on that
Can we
axe.
end this fucking episode?
Oh.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.